Okay, it was so frustrating because I recorded a long ass video where I was talking and commenting on a lot of things, making sort of progress. But then I realized that the audio was not recording because my girlfriend was on the video call. And because she's on the video call, I'm on a video call with my girlfriend, the audio did not record. Okay, so let's just redo this. Well, it's good. I guess it's a good thing because we went through a lot of very much nothing, and that cleared my mind. So I was studying.
Hiring people to care, and as another one. Honestly, I'd have to open my bank account and look through it because and we'll just to get started in data analytics.
He has all those branches of Mr. Beast. He has Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast Gaming, Beast Merch, Beast Burgers, and it just occurs to me, Mr. Beast is like Genghis Khan. He's like slowly conquering Asia, like being YouTube in his case, by spreading his wings into different departments, which is really smart. So I've concluded that Mr. Beast is a genius. Anyways, and I want to be like Mr. Beast, but not like Mr. Beast. I believe that so many people have been saying that. So many kids, especially. I'm no kids. I'm an old, grown-ass man, 35 years old. What am I doing in my life? Anyways, so I was watching him, studying him, and I was realizing that what he does is not hard. It's just, it comes down to passion and what resonates with you. Like it has always been his dream to do YouTube. And so it shows. And because it's his passion, people follow, people watch him. And because that's what he loves, and people love watching other people doing things that they love, right? And what I love is not YouTube per se, but love the idea of changing the world. That has always been something that I've always wanted to do since in my early 20s up till some of my friends, they would probably thought I was nuts. I want to change the world, okay? And I recall being a security guard, like at night, doing night shifts as a security guard, and just touring the tellus, because I worked at the front desk security guard as a security guard, and then every 30 minutes you would have to do your rounds. There's like 30 floors, and I would go all these floors up, and then at some point I figured out there was like, oh, I could access the rooftop, and I would go up there, and then it was just great. The view was great, and you're just in the middle of downtown, and then nobody can hear you, right? And you're just up there by yourself. So, what can you do? Sometimes I would lie down, just, watch the stars. Sometimes I would scream. And you'd be like, God, tell me what to do. How would I change the world? Right? And then, I don't know, things you do when there's nobody watching you, right? It's like, God, give me the power. Okay, anyways, so I would do things like that. That's how much I wanted to change the world. And eventually it turned into, much later, years later, I hopped on a plane, traveled to BC from Montreal, and then I ended up planting trees. I said yes to this one person I met 2 times in my life. He told me, go come and plant trees and you'll be testing your manhood and you'll be making some money. So, that was the incentive. So then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna plant trees, make some money, and have, get enough money to pay for my massage courses at the time. So anyways, I asked my mom if I could go, and then surprisingly, she was pretty open at the idea of me just hopping on a plane and just fly across Canada, right? And I was like, okay. And then she even sponsored me, so hopped on a plane, flew across Canada, ended up planting trees for 7 days instead of 3 months. Too harsh. And then that's when I realized, oh damn, I don't want to do labor. It's too hard. Anyways, ended up in Vancouver, and anyways, that's when I had a lot of free time, and I decided to not go back to Montreal. So I stayed there indefinitely, and it's been 10 years. So that time of just being here on my own, well, I had time to reflect and think, and even learn a couple things or two, and write a book. And this book is essentially my life, because it's me conceptualizing a system that allows me to quantify the whole world with numbers. Anyway, so that's my kind of genius. Nothing for me to prove here, because that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is, how can I be like Mr. Beast? And I was actually talking to ChatGPT. I was asking ChatGPT, how can I do it? How can I do it? Right? And then, how can I single-handedly change the world? And, if the previous video worked, we would have had our answers. so that, you know, you could see my tabs, but whatever, who cares? Nothing personal here. Elon Musk account inquiry. This is not what you think. It's not what it looks. It looks like it's me asking for his his bank account number. It's not a hacker. Okay, so anyways, you see martial arts. You see my affinity for things here. Anyways, not gonna go into that. Okay, so identify your passions, set clear goals, educate yourself, take action, skills, resources, collaborate with others, be patient, persistent, lead by example. So I was saying in my previous original video that collaborating is something that will eventually happen once people take me seriously. Leverage your unique skills. My unique skills is in my book, my system, which allows me to quantify the world and I really understand the source, the root problems of all things and how to tackle them. But I don't have the means, I don't have the brain, but I know like what can be, I can like orchestrate. And I was saying how, okay, so what can we do? I was going through YouTube and I was like, okay, so I was going through YouTube. It was like, Innovator Genius. Yeah, I was searching this first. I was like, okay, so let's go through what's being an Innovator Genius. And then we stumbled upon, I clicked upon, what did I click upon? I clicked upon this? Did I click upon that? Okay, construction is the longest. I think I clicked upon this. I think so. And I was like, oh my god.
The children's book market has been flooded with...
Okay, so we don't want to hear ads.
Hurricane Mimi was located.
I also like problems which require analysis.
No, this is not the video I was watching. So anyways, oh yeah, I think it's this. I was like, oh yeah, okay.
This pedestrian bridge stands at the entrance of the Grand Union Canal.
Anyways, so I was thinking this led me to realize, okay, so my brain works in a way that if I don't have any information, no input of information, just like ChatGPT, I would not be able to think of anything. So now that I see this, something clicks. So my brain has the ability to have eureka moments like that. If I was to see someone's, art project or innovation, whatever it is, and then I would connect ideas. So that's how my brain works. I can connect ideas together, but I need to have those ideas. I need to be exposed to these ideas to know what to connect. And so this made me realize, so what I want to do is like to sort of have like an agora. You know what agora means? Back in the Athene times of ancient Greece, well, there's like this place, right? The public place where everyone would join, and then they would discuss. A lot of things would just happen at the Agora, right? Exchange of ideas, socialization, business, right? Like selling things, whatever it is. So everything would happen at the Agora. So I thought that was, it's a cool concept, Agora. And so in the same way, we have a lot of geniuses inventing things like here, right? Like
Allowing you to...
There's cool inventions here and there. And then, so we don't hear about these people unless you actively look for them. So they're just in their own niche, in their own reality and world. And so I was thinking how Mr. Beast, he started off as Mr. Beast and then he just kind of spreads his wings. Mr. Beast merch, Beast gaming, Beast burgers, all these things. And it just becomes his brand. And it's just so much easier for people to know what to look for when you have a simple thing, right? It's just straightforward, simple, just Mr. Beast. Bam, I know where to go to because I know his brand. I know what I'd be expecting. And so same thing for geniuses. There's so many geniuses in the world, but it's not one single brand that could unify them so that people could come to them and be like, oh, I love geniuses, because geniuses itself is not a brand, right? So I think that watching this video, it brought me the idea that, okay, how can I unite all these people? First, well, I need the credibility, which I don't have. All I'm doing here is just sitting here talking. Okay, so that's fine because that's how Mr. Beast started as well. He was sitting here, just thinking of challenges to do that would have people watch him, right? Like we'll sit here, would count until, I don't know, infinity. He'd just sit here and count. So, it's funny because in my numerology system, for example, he's a 7, I'm a 7 as well. So, we're both like intellectuals, but what he likes is 3, which is humor, fun, and just be creative. And he uses that. You can hear him talk about creativity, how much it matters to him. Okay, so for me, it's 8, it's empowerment, and it's empowering empowering ideas, right? Giving values and recognizing the smarty pants in the world. So how can I bring that into action? That's cool too. Okay, so that's the thing. We're all segregated. We need to rally and create a force of change together. Like, let's not leave it in the hands of the governments to make the changes, right? All we're gonna do is just be like babies and complain about things. Like, this is not good. This is not good. We can build like an agora of people where the money's just pouring into this agora, and then it could just be returned to the world, right? So how we use money, we consume to work the economy, but we don't have to consume to work the economy, and then just go back into consuming, and then just for the government. But we could have like an agora where the money that we consume goes into empowering the ideas that would be immediately experienced by the world, right? Like, the changes will be firsthand, because you'll see the money you're pouring in is actually going out into some shape or form that that you care about. Okay, so of course this is like, we're talking about a niche only of people who are geniuses and whatnot, and this might not be everyone's cup of tea. So I was watching, I was clicking on that, I was clicking on, this looks like Albert Einstein, it's probably movie about him, and then like I was like, okay, so what else can I click on and watch? That's what I was the genius within. Was that what I was watching? Anyways, the guy was saying something really cool, so I'll see if I could.
Me and God are both in control of everything.
I am absolutely completely flat broke at the moment.
I don't like the meaning of child prodigy.
That's a very fun thing.
You don't have to be handicapped to be different. Everybody's different.
Okay, so just hearing them talk just ignites my soul. I just feel like, oh, these are my people. But then, it's like, I'm not the kind of genius that you would recognize at first hand, because my kind of genius is just kind of off the wall. Like, I don't think in images, I think in feelings and thoughts, and then I quantify the world with numbers, right? So that's sort of my thing, which is, it could be cool, but it's only cool if the world uses it, or else it's just in my imagination. But because I know I'm a genius, but then, the world and those who are might be able to sense it or feel like, oh, so that's why I wanted to make this thing like a community of geniuses where I could thrive in and be like finally socializing, because I don't socialize. I don't have friends. I don't go out, have a girlfriend who is expecting me to find a job, and I should be looking for a job right now. And upon her waking up and realizing I have not been applying for jobs, she'll be really mad. And because our goal is that by the end of this month, it's now May 7th. By the end of this month, I should be able to have a job, find a job as a digital marketer, and get hired remote so I could travel. I could go live with her in Hong Kong. Then our goal is to, by the end of the year, buy a house, get married, have kids. Talking about impossible, right? But anyways, as impossible as my goal for whatever I'm presenting you guys. So to hell with impossibilities, right? It's what you make of it. So anyways, after this I'll buy you jobs, or else I'm doomed. So anyways, I was saying that so I think that I need to start exactly where Mr. B started, which is sitting there. He was counting for fun, making challenges. I guess my challenge could be, at first I thought that what's better than just to sit here and discuss about my ideas with you guys, because how else am I going to get started, right? So I had ChatGPT here helping me, and I was asking, okay, what if I want to be like Mr. Beast for innovation? This was like in the previous video, but there was no sounds. So if you're aiming to become a figure like Mr. Beast, but with focus on innovation, you're essentially looking at blending philanthropy with entrepreneurial creativity. Mr. Beast is well known for his captivating YouTube content, significant charitable initiatives, creating a unique brand that combines entertainment with social impact. Something I want to do too, social impact. Here's a blueprint on how you could emulate this model in the realm of innovation. Define your niche. Innovation. Innovation. Decide whether you want to concentrate on technical innovation, technological innovation. So, yes, in a way, but not entirely, not exclusively technological. Social innovation. So pretty much it's about being like the Wikipedia of innovation, like the Wikipedia of people innovating. I want to become the brand under which innovators would rally under, and then we could become an institution that fund other geniuses or kids who wants to be like geniuses, right? So then we could encourage the world, encourage upcoming YouTubers and influencers to influence as an innovator instead of influencer. It could be like a new term, like an innovator instead, right? And this is something that I think is possible, obviously, because influencing is, sounds like you're being like an authority figure, but it's mostly for entertainment, right? An influencer, right? Some influencers make changes, great changes, but it's still under the umbrella of entertainment. I want to change that and make it so that the innovators are, a part of the entertainment umbrella, but not really. Like it's its own umbrella, right? And so, because the world doesn't have to be dumb, the world can be entertaining and smart at the same time, and not falling under the framework of I have to entertain. No, like the framework should be I have to change the world. That should be the framework, right? I don't know, maybe that's going to be a new platform or something. I have no idea. I'm like just as clueless as you guys are. I'm just trying to figure it out here on camera, so that I thought if I don't do this, I'll never do this. Anyway, so first we have figured out we have spoken out loud the mission into the world, into the universe. I wanted to revive the Renaissance. Crazy. And then second, I want to do it like Mr. Beast, so YouTube. Okay. And then third, I want to first I want to do it in a way that could rally the innovators under one umbrella, right? So instead of influencers, would be innovators, for example, to be one brand, right? Just like how Mr. Beast was just spreading himself into all these things, but it all stems from Mr. Beast. It's a brand, right? So the brand of, I don't think it's gonna be the thinker feeler. Anyways, I was looking into it. Actually, I was asking ChatGPT, what if I want to be like Mr. Beast, specifically revive the Renaissance? What name would be catchy and suitable as my new nickname? And then it gave me a bunch of like not so great ideas. These are no go. Definitely artisan revivalist. Okay. Epoch enthusiast. Neo-Renaissance. That's cool. No. And then what about something that sort of sounds like Mr. Beast? Mr. Renaissance, Mr. Rebirth. Yeah, so that's a no-go. So that'll be for something else, for another video. But I think I want to cut short this video here, where I just wanted to present, or I just wanted to progress, right? I thought, okay, so if I hop on and record myself, I know this is again the wrong format of recording, but I really don't care, because I thought that if I just sit down and just think of all the correct ways of doing things, I'll never get it done. So what's the first thing that comes to mind in order to record and to share screen at the same time? Well, this is what came to my mind. Okay, so sue me. So that's that. And there was another video that I saw that I thought was cool, because the guy was talking about geniuses and their what is it? First look, no, turn community TV. Okay. I can't find it. But anyways, so the idea is that I need to have a following, because that's going to lead to the financial goal, and also the credibility that I need to reach out to other innovators and to start building a brand that way. But for now, I need to make myself known. I need to put myself out there, right? Have we made any progress today? I'll let you guys decide. Drop a comment, a like, subscribe, share, all the usual stuff. And yeah, just try to populate my channel, because I'm trying to give it identity, an identity, unique for itself. And I really admire what Mr. Beast does, and I really hope that I could be doing something similar. I was not expecting that I would go down this route, because unlike Mr. Beast, he has always wanted to be a YouTuber. I've just always wanted to change the world. And so whatever means that would allow me to reach this goal, I'm going to be open to it. So I think for now, YouTube would be the place where I could reach an audience, build a following, and then gather a community that could perhaps become my squad. Who knows? Okay, because I'm just a one-man band here, and I'm just doing this all on my own. And yeah, so that was that. And I think this video is much better than the first one I recorded because I was still looking for what I wanted to do. So also initially I wanted to just look up, like inventions, and I wanted to comment on them, see if I could maybe expose the way
Then creating videos for your business has to be expensive, time consuming, or just plain difficult? Communication with the user's other side. Today's professionals and frequent flyers who need to keep helpers such as go lower the bed, it will deflate on its own after 8 minutes.
Advertising products. What is this? Like I was saying, all these people are like here and there and everywhere, right? But I want to regroup all of that under one. This just kind of made me think of like Bruce Lee again. For those who know, Bruce Lee has played an important part in my life. And so Bruce Lee has been known for the dude who started mixed martial arts. Like he would mix all these martial arts, and then eventually mixed martial arts came to be. Anyways, I'm not here to debate that, but I think this is what I'm trying to do as well also, which is there's all these kinds of innovations, right? And I just think that people will not know and will not give recognitions to all the geniuses in the world if we don't rally them all under one umbrella. Just like how, YouTube has the influencers, right? It could be like this thing where like there's the innovators, right? It could be like a guild. And because it's the guild, it's the brand, people will look towards it, will want to be it. Kids want to be a YouTuber. But if you think about it, not all YouTubers want to just entertain, right? There's other branches too. There's other umbrellas that need to be created. And so I think maybe this is why I'm here, doing whatever I'm doing or saying whatever I'm saying on screen. Maybe I'm just following my gut feeling here, like I've always done, right? Just like how I hopped on the plane, flew across Canada to BC, planted trees for 7 days, was supposed to be 3 months, stayed in Vancouver indefinitely, did not go back to Montreal for 3 years. Okay, but I stayed there, and I am still in Vancouver. I stayed there for 10 years. Wrote a book, conceptualized a system that quantifies human emotions and interactions. So it's a language that allows people to better express their feelings. So, see, this journey is my journey. It led me there because I followed a hunch. And so I'm following a hunch. I'm making this video, doing it in the weirdest way ever, with the camera on the side, not even recording. No, it is. Okay. So, I think that's that for today. I think we've made some progress. I think that's it. Like, I don't think I'll make any more progress today. So I think that's what needed to be said, to be shared publicly. And if I think if I go on, I might not have anything else to say. So let's just end here. Thank you for sticking around. If you're still here watching it till the end, if you are, please drop a comment, say something, say if whatever I'm saying makes sense or it's a good idea, or because we need to rally people, right? And rallying people means, there's like a group of voices that aligns with an ideal. Okay, so if no one is voicing anything, if all the introverts are just being introverted, then this is never gonna happen. So I am begging you introverts, voice yourself, say something, so that the voice can give power to the ideal. And the more voices come in, the more power this ideal takes shape, gets, and the more it takes shape, and then eventually it'll snowball, right? It'll become easier. But somebody's got a voice, because or else I just feel like I'm throwing things into the void. And my channel often feels like this, like no one's really interacting, just my girlfriend and friends and family. So help out a brother, and if you think that whatever I'm doing makes sense, make yourself known. That would be the most, that would be like the thank you. I would be looking for, yes, if you find this video of any value. Okay, so thank you again. That was the Thinker Feeler, and stay tuned for next. Not sure what that would be, but stay tuned for next.